Hello, everybody. It's Randa Speller here from 1 Million Meditators. I'm a volunteer ambassador with 1 Million Meditators, and I live in Ontario, Canada. So today, I'm just waiting for my guest, Camellia Rumball, who lives in Vancouver, Canada, to join us on the feed today. Camellia will probably introduce herself, but in the meantime, she is a yoga instructor. I found her on Facebook. I'm just typing to her now because we're having a hard time connecting. So let me see. I don't know. We'll just keep working on this. Copy to clipboard. And try it again. She can't see me. So this is interesting. Hang on, folks, while I try to connect Camellia. Technical difficulties are happening at the moment. I'm going to try a new link. Okay. So it may be. There you go. So in my test, I entered the broadcast studio before going live and tried to send Camellia the link there. So I am learning something new every day about StreamYard. Okay, we're going to keep trying. Camellia is a beautiful yoga and yoga nidra instructor from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, who I met through Facebook. So the same way as you're meeting me here, either in Facebook or YouTube, that's how I met Camellia. And you meet some of the most wonderful people when you just take a chance and click on links. So I don't know exactly when it was, maybe a year or two ago. And I started to join her circle. So she runs a number of in-person classes when it's not COVID-19 days, and also over the internet. Oh, so she's just about to join us. And that's kind of a subscription service, so it's part of how she gets paid. And I thought it was totally worth it. So I thought I'd share this with you for the opportunity to see if you like Yoga Nidra as well. Now I am just going to join her. Hey, now I can see her.
Wow, what a fiasco that was.
There we go. Yay. Okay, so apparently you can't send the link until you go live. So I didn't know that.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah. So welcome, Camellia. We have a few people joining us now. I see 11 people watching us. That's kind of awesome. I have shared this broadcast in 1 Million Meditators, so that's a global Facebook group page, and also in my meditation community, a couple of them, and it can be shared from there. So anybody, if you're watching us right now, feel free to share among your groups, because I would love for everybody to get to know Camellia. Camellia, I kind of started to introduce you while I was kind of stalling for time. So please tell me a little bit about how you got into Yoga Nidra before we start this practice.
Well, I'm a longtime yoga teacher. And about 7 years ago, I was looking for something more, something a little bit more unique, and would provide me with the opportunity to go a little deeper within. And I picked up this old Yoga Nidra book by Swami Satyananda. And I was like, oh, this is fascinating. So I basically taught from that book, and then just going online and finding different Yoga Nidras for, gosh, three years on my own. So I kind of self-taught myself.
That's amazing.
People loved it.
Yeah.
And then I took the facilitation program with the Amrit Institute down in Florida, but I did it here in Roberts Creek. Mm-hmm. And that was 5 years ago, and I just have not stopped. I'm pretty passionate about this practice.
Yeah, I was telling folks, and there may be people watching the replay, so I was telling folks that I found you on Facebook. Mm-hmm. From the other side of the country.
Right.
And thoroughly enjoy it. So now a number of people from my own meditation group have joined you in some Yoga Nidra practices, and hopefully we can continue to expand your practice, because I just think you're brilliant.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
so please tell us a little bit about the practice and how to prepare today, and then we'll get started
You
because we're at
bet.
about.
The most important thing, and I use this term a lot, is that you want to create a place where you are supremely comfortable.
Yeah.
So that means for me, I admit I do yoga nidra on my bed. They
I
say
do
you
too
shouldn't,
sometimes.
right? There's something about just laying on my, not on the covers, just on the bed.
Mhm.
So I don't think I'm going to sleep because I find my body responds better.
Yeah.
But the other typical thing is in the posture of Shavasana. So
Yes.
it's something under your knees, something under your head, a blanket. And I like to put a blanket on top of my mat, particularly if you have a little less body fat, because your
I don't have that
bones,
problem.
neither do I, but I hear some people do. Because the bony bits, as you relax the body, it's interesting how the bones actually sink down. It can be a
Yeah.
little bit squidgy sometimes. And then sometimes I'll use an eye pillow, but not always.
Right.
And then, you know what? It's so easy. Anybody can do this practice, which is one of the reasons why I love it. And you will
Mhm.
have an experience that is uniquely you. And I promise you, you'll fall asleep.
Even though it's daytime and it's lunchtime
You'll,
where I am,
yep,
but depending on where people are watching from, it could be nighttime for them. So if
exactly.
you fall asleep, you have our total endorsement for that.
Absolutely. And even if you're not, even if it's like 9:15 in the morning, total endorsement because it's what you need. You have to trust your body will get
Yeah,
what it needs to get, and that your subconscious will get those nuggets that are required.
that's perfect. Well, I am on my yoga mat on the floor of my den.
Okay, beautiful.
So I will let you get started. I'm
All
going
right.
to turn the camera over to you,
Okay,
and then I will enjoy the practice and talk to you afterwards.
lovely. I'll
Thank
see
you
you
so
then.
much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank
Okay,
you.
everybody, get comfortable. Oops.
Welcome to the practice of Yoga Nidra. So as I mentioned, please collect yourself in the posture of Shavasana and make sure that you are supremely comfortable and that the volume level on the device that you're listening to is just the right volume for you. And before we begin our practice, I'd like to read you this beautiful poem by Dana Faulds. Settle in the here and now. Reach down into the center where the world is not spinning and drink this holy peace. Feel relief flood into every cell. Nothing to do, nothing to be, but what you are already. Nothing to receive, but what flows effortlessly from the mystery into form. Nothing to run from or run toward. Just this breath. Awareness knowing itself as embodiment. Just this breath. Awareness waking up to truth. Close your eyes and quiet your mind. Be still. Let go of all thoughts, worry, and tension. Give yourself fully to your higher power. Relax, trust, and let go. Breathe in fully and exhale with a deep sigh. And again, a deep breath in. Exhale with a deep sigh and let go even more. Feel a deep sense of peace and contentment in your heart. Let your awareness continue to rest at your heart. And take a moment to notice what is here, what is present. This could show up in a feeling, a sensation, an image, a sound. Just notice what's here at your heart center this morning and let it be just as it is. And now begin to sense your breath here. Feel a gentle expansion into your heart as you inhale. And as you exhale, allow the heart to melt, to soften. Perhaps there's a letting go. And now bring into your mind's eye an affirmation, a sankalpa, that you would like to plant for your time in this practice this morning. Call it in by remaining centered at your heart and repeating it 3 times quietly to yourself. As we enter this next phase of Yoga Nidra, do your very best to remain awake, aware, and still. If you need to move or make any adjustment, do so mindfully and return to stillness as soon as you're able. Staying in touch with the sound of my voice at all times. Allow your entire body to respond to my words directly and non-mentally. Allow any disturbances, external or internal, to draw you more deeply within. Let your mind merge and melt into the energy body and go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. Now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing from now on. Simply relax. Drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace. And now bring your whole attention to the breath, the inflow and outflow. And begin to feel the breath at the nose. It's focusing on the inflow and outflow at the nose. And as you take your next breath in, fill your lungs completely and fully without straining. And as you exhale, softly purse your lips as if you were blowing through a straw. Inhale through the nose, filling the lungs. And exhale through softly pursed lips. Let it be a prolonged, steady stream of breath, and empty your lungs completely. As you inhale, fill your heart with joy. Each time you exhale, empty your mind of all anticipations and empty your body of all tension. Inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, and exhale through softly pursed lips. Feel how each exhalation allows you to drop into a deeper level of silent awareness. Continue this breath with constant attention and detached awareness. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips. Allow your breath to return to normal and turn your attention inward. Let your detached awareness embrace all experiences unconditionally. Let your mind merge and melt into it. Now, bring your total undivided attention to the eyebrow center and drop into the deepest level of silent stillness, peace, and harmony. Experience silence extending everywhere. Enter an effortless state of being. Follow my guidance as we move attention through different parts of the body. And as I guide you from point to point, remain in non-doing, silent awareness, continuing to do your very best to remain awake, aware, and still. Bring your full attention to the eyebrow center, pit of the throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, middle of the chest, right side of the chest, middle of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel point, middle of the pubic bone, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of a pubic bone, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of a pubic bone, navel point, middle of the chest, pit of the throat, back to the eyebrow center. Gather your full attention at the eyebrow center and drop into the vast stillness and silence here. Resting in this vastness, allow whatever comes in the field of your awareness to be present without comment or judgment. Witness it as it floats, just like clouds in the sky. Resting in this witness consciousness, allow yourself to receive the following images and experiences. Judge nothing, remaining unconditionally open and present to all that passes in the field of awareness. A cocoon, the flame of a candle, a hive of honeybees, endless desert, soaring flock of birds, bonfire at night, waves crashing on shore. And now be still, resting at the eyebrow center, and continue to observe what passes. Witnessing unattached to all that passes. If nothing appears, just be aware of that. Be totally present, completely absorbed. Resting at the eyebrow center, drop into the deepest level of relaxation. Here, there remains nothing to do or achieve. You have entered the domain of grace. All that can never be done by your doing can happen only in the non-doing presence of your being. Feel completely safe and comfortable as you hand yourself over to the power and protection of your higher power. Allow all fear, apprehension, and anxiety about all that you want to change, control, and manage. Let go of all doing. Replace it with trust and faith in your higher power. Remain empty and free of all doing. Feel yourself as time-transcendent presence right now. Allow your attention to drift gently back into your heart center. And as you land here, notice. Perhaps directing your breath here once again. Inhaling and feel the gentle expansion. And exhale, feel the heart soften. As you rest here at your heart center, bring into your mind's eye once again the affirmation that you repeated at the beginning of our session, the Sankalpa, resting in your heart. Repeat it quietly to yourself 3 times. And know that it is being heard by your higher self. It is a seed that is being planted with your intention and will grow with your attention. At this sacred moment, your whole being has made a paradigm shift. Establish yourself in total trust and faith that remains free from all need to be in control. Feel totally unburdened and free to move in life with effortless ease. Feel the presence of your higher self guide, protect, and bless you. Feel energy and grace fill you and surround you at all times. Do not hesitate, doubt, or dispute it. Let it come naturally. Now, begin to become aware of the rising and falling of your breath. Eyes remain closed. The body is still. Just awareness of the breath, the inflow and outflow. Slowly feel yourself rising to the surface of awareness. Sense your body resting on the floor. The quality of air as it touches your skin. Taking your time. There's no hurry. As you exhale, send the exhale all the way down into the tip of your toes and give them a little wiggle. And then breathe down into your fingertips and begin to move them. And then gently moving your head from side to side. Maintaining your inner awareness as you slowly become even more aware of your body. And if you'd like, you can bring your arms up over your head and stretch through the legs. And then bring your arms down beside your body. Draw your knees in. Or if you're more comfortable, leave your feet on the floor. Take a moment to just rest here. You might want to rock a little from side to side if your knees are in. If your feet are on the floor, perhaps lifting your hips up a little and then laying them back down again. Just reawakening your body in a way that serves you. And now let yourself roll over onto the right side of your body, curled up into fetal, and pause here. Just making the transition very slowly. And then bring your intention, your sankalpa, back into your awareness. Change nothing. And every time you find yourself in reaction, you are empowered to replace it with your intention. Continue to stay in your inner experience. And slowly now place your top hand on the floor in front of you and bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position so we can end our time together. And as you come to seated, I invite you to keep your eyes closed and gently rest your left hand at your heart center and your right hand over your left hand. And I invite you to notice how relaxed the body is, how soft the breath is, how silent the mind is, how quiet the heartbeat is. Be still and be grateful. Know that you can easily enter here again and again. Slowly float your eyes open. Welcome back.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
always keep a scarf handy because I start out pretty warm, but you really cool off.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the body's quite magnificent. It's like, okay, all systems are off board now. We're going down.
Yep. That felt like about 3 minutes, and I know it was half an hour, so that
It
was
was about a
brilliant.
half an hour. Yeah. Yeah. I like to do at least half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Funny story, many years ago, I had a young woman in one of my classes, and after class, she just sat up and went, I just laid down. And I said, uh-huh. She goes, that was 5 minutes. I said, no. She goes, yeah, no. And I had to show her my watch. She didn't believe me.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I have had that same experience with you, and it's wonderful and amazing. You have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
I'm seeing some thanks coming in from folks who attended with
Oh,
us.
lovely.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for your
you'll be able to see those in comments. I know in some platforms that we're streaming to, they don't, for some reason, people aren't able to make comments, but I'm seeing some coming in from Facebook. So
Okay.
maybe not from YouTube so much, but from Facebook, I am seeing
Okay.
comments. And so you'll be able to read those afterwards.
Awesome. I look forward to that.
Yeah. And I just wanted to, just as we were getting started, I put up a link to your email address. I know
Beautiful.
that you, like many other yoga teachers around the world, are currently unemployed and unable to do your practice in public places. Yeah. So I wanted to offer the opportunity for people who attended today and who attend via the replay to offer a donation to you thanks, because this was such a beautiful practice. The one other thing I would like to ask you is if you're accepting students into your private Facebook group right now, and how people would go about doing that so that they can practice with you again.
Yes, so the group is called The Art of Being, and it's a private group, so I need to invite you in. So what you can do, the easiest thing is send me a message on Messenger, or you can contact me through that email. And everybody is welcome. It's a donation based, but I do not, I don't hold anybody back from coming in because of money. I just don't believe that. I just think that this was given to me. It's something that was shared with me, so I want to extend it to other people.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
and
wonderful.
There's 115 people in the group now.
115, that's fantastic.
Which is spectacular. My heart is so happy.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And we from 1 Million Meditators are so thankful to have had you here. We haven't had, and it's kind of surprising to me that we haven't had somebody doing a Yoga Nidra practice.
I know, right?
With us yet. So thank you for that, and hopefully this will be the start of many more.
That would be my absolute vision, to have as many people as possible. You know what my vision is? I would like to create the largest ever online Yoga Nidra group class.
Awesome.
I don't know how the heck I'm going to do that, but I would just
love to see. We're going to find a way to help you, because at 1 Million Meditators, we're in the process of trying to just kind of get ready to offer some online classes. And
sweet.
If you would do us the honor of becoming one of the instructors, I think that would be fabulous. Okay, I don't know the timing for that, so folks, if you're watching this, look out for it. It'll happen sometime. We're going to intend it into reality.
Yeah, and because I'm looking for collaborations right now, because I'm home. Yeah. I may as well be doing this.
And what a better time to reach out through these platforms and having the opportunity through, we're using StreamYard here, but also Zoom has really stepped up, and a lot of other platforms, and even the private and public Facebook Lives are doing such a great job worldwide. I know that over the last couple of weeks, I have attended so many meditations with, famous and private, just regular folks like me, all over the world and in many languages, and it's just beautiful. It's such a good time to be a meditator and a yoga person.
Right? I think it is too, absolutely. This is our time to shine.
Let us shine, sister. Just like the sun today. I'm looking out my window.
Yes, it's spectacular here in Vancouver. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, folks, for your loving comments. I know that Camellia is concentrating on the broadcast right now, but when you get a chance, you're going to see how many hearts you have opened and touched today. And I'm so very thankful for that. Now, I know that
thank you.
I'm on weekly, and you're doing a number of practices. So people reach out to Camellia. If you scroll back through the comments, you'll see her email address is camellia_r@tellus.net.
Mm-hmm.
So you can reach out to Camellia if you'd like to be able to do this again with her.
Yeah.
We have at 1 Million Meditators, we have another broadcast, I believe, coming up at 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with Lena Gerba, who is has been doing a 5-day challenge. I think today may be the 3rd or 4th day for her challenge. But anyway,
Beautiful.
folks, I will see you next week. Camellia,
Yes.
much
Thank
love to you.
Love
Thanks
to
to
all.
everybody. Yes,
Thank you
you
so
for
much.
everybody who has
Yeah.
joined us live and those who catch
Mm-hmm.
us in the replay, because our hearts are still connected.
Exactly. Always. Always.
Always.
Blessings, everybody. Blessings.
All right.
Okay.
With that,
Thanks.
we'll see you next week. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Randa.
Bye-bye.